Coming up, Austin in the wall again. My fastest lap on camera. And an epic switchback on Joe. Grab your popcorn and buckle your seatbelts because Wilster goes karting.
Hello YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Worcester Entertainment series of Karting with Teamsport. We are back here today for part 2 of Karting with 5 of my friends. I have learnt from the last episode, so I've done a bit more editing. I've spent almost the whole morning on this so far. Anyway, the lights are going to change to green soon and we are going to go karting for our second 15-minute practice session. There it goes, the light goes green and we are now going to be chasing cart number 6, who is just ahead of us here, as we're going to go through turn 7 down to turn 8. Looking for a move here, a bit too far back. Kart 6 rear end goes out and it's a red flag. I'm going to look behind me here in a minute and see that Austin's actually in the wall. Yellow flag, and I don't mean in the wall as in like in the wall at turn 8. In the wall on the straight. Apparently he's reacted to something. Not too entirely sure what it is, but he's reacted to something that's caused the disruption. Anyway, trying to warm up the tyres as we go through the big C. Lights are going to go green again shortly. Again, the lights go green and we are going to continue our chase on kart number 6 here. Going for the inside, doesn't quite work at turn 7, so we could go for an overtake at turn 8, looking for a switchback move, doesn't quite work. Going down to turn 1, a bit too far back to make a move, but we can try and get alongside them for turn 2. Again, a bit too far back. Going to try and stick with them through turn 3, through turn 4, into turn 5 here. Going to try and close that gap. I'm going to use the boost button here down to turn 7. We can get alongside them, try to do the overtake. We have the inside. That is job done, except she's still there. She's still on my inside. So great corner in through turn 8 and we have that position. Next up the road is kart 29 and it's going to take a while to get past this kart. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try and catch up to it. I'm going to try and close that gap down to turn 7 to make sure that I get this corner in just right, using almost all of the space on the track. Through turn 8, we actually caught up a lot there. Here we go through into lap 5 here, looking for moves here. I know I am faster than him, I just need to get past him. Through turn 5, we're going to use the boost down to turn 7 here. I'm going to look for a switchback. Doesn't quite work. I think I'll carry a bit too much speed into turn 7 there. Turn 8. Down into turn 1, we've got Unstoppable Lego ahead of us, who's just going to wave us through, because this lap he's more interested in improving his lap time rather than fighting for positions. Anyway, we're going to go down to turn 7 again. I think I used the boost a bit late there. So that's another lap behind kart 29, and I really want to get past him. There are karts up ahead as we go into lap 7, so I'm hoping that I can use them to my advantage. So trying to stick with him through these turns up here. I've actually gained a lot on him here as he gets caught up by the back markers down into turn 7, and he's going to have a little spin, which allows us to get past and quits a yellow flag. And that car ahead of me there is actually Joe. Yes, that is Joe. Here we go, back to green flag. We're going to try and look for a move down into turn 1. We get it done nice and easy. Next up the road is kart number 14. So we're going to try and catch up to him again through these corners. I caught up to him a lot here. Press the boost button. We're going to try and get a move down into turn 7 here. Doesn't quite work. We're too far behind. Let's see if we can get a move through turn 8. No, again we're a bit too far behind. Again we caught up to him a little bit. Turn 1 again we're a little bit too far behind. On to lap number 9 here. At this point I'm just trying to keep up with him. Going to look for another opportunity into turn 7 again. Here we are. Down into turn 7. We actually took him into turn 6. But that is the overtake done. Okay, so here we are going through turn 5 on lap 10 here. We're going to come down into turn 7, and actually ahead we have Jake and Unstoppable Lego ahead of us, so we're going to see if we can get past them here. Through turn 8, trying to keep it clean. We caught up a fair bit to Jacob there. Again through turn 1 onto lap 11. We are right behind Jacob now, and I can smell a good move coming up, so we're just going to stay right behind Jacob and wait for our moment. We're going to boost down to turn 7. We'll actually give him a little bump there. Going to try and throw it down the inside of turn 7. He goes a bit wide. Unstoppable Lego lets us straight through, and that is 2 overtakes, if you call it that, in pretty much one corner. So skip forward ahead to lap 15. We're going through turn 7, currently under yellow flags. It's now green. So back to race pace, and we've got Joe and Unstoppable Lego ahead of us again. As we go through turn 1, Joe's actually being held up by Unstoppable here. Unstoppable's going to let us both through here. We're going to try and close that gap to Joe here. Through turn 5. Let's boost. He knows I'm there. He's going to defend the inside. I still see a gap. He's going to see that. And yeah, switch back straight to the outside since he's closed the door, and we've gone straight through. We did make a bit of contact, and I believe Joe did hit the wall, but other than that, that was a good move. Later in the lap, as we go down to turn 6, we're going to start catching up to Oliver here. Now I think this is the first time that we've actually seen Oliver this session, so I really want to overtake him. So we're going to come down to turn 1, we're going to start lap number 18, up the ramp, through turn 2, now we're just going to try and catch up through these corners again, and you'll really be able to see how much we catch up to him. He struggles through turn 5, and I'm going to work this out, and I've worked this out, sorry. Through turn 7, try to get the switch back done and give him a little wave since he knows I'm now there. React to his line, which is a bit different to mine. Lap 19, trying to catch back up to him again since the door's now, not the door, the gap has now opened. I'm just going to try and catch back up to him through these corners. Turn 5C, and I now know that he really does struggle through, so I boost through here, down to turn 7 on the inside, and we get the job done. We have now skipped forwards to the end of lap 21, and that is because our next lap, lap 22, is actually our fastest lap of the session and the fastest I've actually captured on camera. So here we go, through turn 1, brake nice and late, almost hit the apex, almost hit the wall. Through turn 2, lift off for like a split second. Turn 3 is absolutely flat out round here. Going down to turn 4, which also flat out. Brake heavily into turn 5 by getting the accelerator really early. Through turn 6, I missed the apex there, so I could improve on that. Turn 7, I brake literally at the bottom of the ramp, use all track. Turn 8, again brake on the accelerator really early, and through to the line, and that is a 33.108. I know my lap needs some improvement. Next is Jake and Unstoppable. They go up, and of course at this time I'm also thinking that I actually set a 32, so a sub 33 second lap time not too long ago. So Unstoppable, Lego's going to wave us through. Now we need to overtake Jacob, which I think we do right here. And that was the last lap of the session, and the checker flag has now actually come out. So this session I've actually finished first by about 41 hundredths of a second, and that is because Austin has set a pretty good lap as well, almost faster than mine. So yeah, as I was saying about my 32 sub 33 second lap time, that was off camera, and I know I can do better than this. Looking back, I know where I need to improve. I know where I can gain a lots of time. Hopefully, if we come back again in the summer, which we probably will, I will be faster, hopefully getting back into the sub 33s. Anyway guys, until next time, we'll now say goodbye.